God is not dead is the topic I'm going to speak today. So let's turn our Bibles to Exodus chapter 20, verse 1 to 6. Right? So if God is not real, if God is imaginary, what is our life? What is our life? Why should we come here and why should we be like this? Why should we go to church? Why should we pray to God? Is really God real? That is the point we have to think and we have to know. Many people have the doubt. Is really God living? Is really God living? So the people like the philosophers like Friedrich Nietzsche, he said, he popularized the term God is dead. He says we don't need God now. We have everything. We have science. We have everything which is needed for us. So why do we still need to depend upon God? So no need of God. If God is there also, we don't need the God. We kill him, we'll bury him. There is no need of God. Now God is dead. Let us live without God. God is an imaginary story. Or the story of God is the old-fashioned story. Believing that there is no God is a scientific, or believing that there is no God is a true science. It is not so. There are many scientists who even believe in existence of God. There are many astrophysicists. There are also who study the astronomy, and when they see the greatness of this universe, they are not left with any other option but to believe that God is living. Right? So when we see the greatness of the universe, the vastness of the universe, we have no other option but to believe that the existence of God. So today I want to show you 3 points. And the first point, I want to prove that God is living by using the story of creation. There are many theories. There are many theories about the creation of this universe. There are many theories about the creation of this human being, or this everything that is existing. How can this always happen without any plan? So there is some cosmological argument which the people discuss about. The cosmological argument which speaks about if everything has to happen, there should be something, right? So the scientists say, out of nothing everything has come. Out of nothing everything has come. How can out of nothing everything can come? Is there any possibility that out of nothing everything can come without anybody? So of course there is nothing, but there should be something to start everything. If we say out of nothing everything is coming, it's a miracle. There should be something, there should be somebody to create everything. So somebody calculated the probability or the chance of everything happening by itself. If everything, of course, let us believe that Big Bang happened. Big Bang happened, out of nothing Big Bang has happened. And how from the Big Bang the intelligent being comes, or the human being comes? How from a non-living thing, a living being can come? Right? How is that possible? Somebody calculated the probability of the things unexpectedly happening so that life can form on this earth. So they calculated a probability, and that probability is impossible to happen by chance. Right? So the odds of happening this is so high that it is nearly impossible for the creation of human to happen by itself without anybody doing this. There is something called a picosecond. Picosecond is like light travels with that speed. So if it is traveling with that speed, how much time it will take for it to cross one strand of hair? How much time it will take? It is very less than a second, right? So if that is 1 picosecond, if 1 picosecond is delayed, the probability of this creation to happen will again become absurd. Right? There will be no chance of this creation to happen. We can understand that the universe cannot be created by itself. Right? If you think that universe is created by itself, how can this human being come into existence without somebody creating it? So, the believing that universe existed by itself is wrong, and also believing that human existed by himself is also wrong. There is also other argument which is called as teleological argument. So if we see this universe, there is everything happening according to a design. So it says that everything happening so perfect that there should be somebody to do everything. There is somebody who has planned and done all these things, right? So it says there should be an intelligent designer so that everything is happening like this. How can something happen without somebody creating it? If I say this phone appeared out of nowhere, there is no designer behind the phone. Anybody is ready to accept? If I say a big blast has happened and after the blast phone appeared by itself, anybody accept? If a blast cannot produce one small phone, how can it create everything? Everything. If a blast occurs and I live for thousands and thousands or billions and billions of years, phone will appear? No, it will not appear. If there should be some intelligent design, there should be some intelligent designer. There must be a careful designing to make a phone. If one part is made wrong, the phone will not work. Right? If one thing is not right, the phone will not work. So everything has to be planned and decided and should be put in place in a right place so that it will work. So universe, the creation, the human, everything are very, very difficult to happen by chance. It is impossible for human to be created by chance without involvement of an intelligent designer. So when we see this creation, when we see that everything around us, we have to come to a conclusion that there should be somebody who is behind this creation. There should be somebody who is behind this creation. So if a simple thing cannot be formed out of accident, if a simple thing cannot be formed by itself, then how can all these things happen by itself, right? So it is really impossible. It is really impossible for this creation to happen by itself. No doubt there is a creator. No doubt there is an intelligent designer behind everything that has happened. So second thing I want to speak today is the biblical proofs. Bible also says about many things about God, right? So there are some stories in the Bible which cannot be denied. So where God involved. So we have read the passage where God is speaking to the people of Israelites. God is speaking to the people of Israelites. So God is telling, I am the God, don't make any other images. So is it really God spoke or Moses created by himself? We are in the church, so we have to accept God's word. Bible is true. Bible is true. Right? So we can believe Bible is true because there are many proofs, many researchers have done based on the Bible. So in the apologetics class, we have taken this topic of the authenticity of the Bible. Right? So Bible can be proved true from within the Bible, from outside the Bible. Right? So from the historical events, we can prove that Bible is true. Bible is true recording of the past, Bible is the true recording of the present, and Bible is true about what it said about the future. So Bible is true, we can believe that. So the story of Exodus says that God appeared to Moses and called the people of Israelites to come out of the Egypt to the promised land of Canaan. And the people crossed the Red Sea and wandered in the wilderness for 40 years and then went to Canaan. So is this an imaginary story or a real story? If it is an imaginary story, there can be many people who can condemn it. People can show these things cannot be true because these are the proofs, right? So there are proofs that Israelites were in the Egypt. There are the proofs that Israelites moved to Canaan. Of course, every proof is not available. Every archaeological proof cannot be available because it happened very, very long back. But the stories in the Bible are not like something happening in a secret place, right? So people ate manna for 40 years. People ate manna for 40 years. So it is not one person or two people, right? Lots of people, around 6 lakh people have ate manna. So lots of people has ate. So if it is a lie, one person or the other will say, how can you say it happened, right? So people will not accept the lies. Right? If one person can accept it, how can lakhs and lakhs of people accept a lie? The stories of the Bible cannot be false. The stories of the Bible are true. So Bible speaks also about one incident. There was a king, Belshazzar, who was drinking the wine in the golden vessels that were brought from Israel. Then a hand came and was writing on the wall, and the writing on the wall says, "Mene, mene tekel Pharsin." So this happened not in some Israelite place. It happened in a Babylonian place. Right? It happened in a place where they don't accept God, where they don't believe in God. Right? So this not happen in a closed thing. Many people have seen these things. Right? It cannot be a made up story, it should be a true story. Right? Other people also have seen that a hand coming and writing on the wall. The stories of the Bible tell to us that God is true. The stories in the Bible are proof for us that God is true. Right? And the third thing we can be sure about the existence of God is our personal experiences. Our personal experiences. To know that God is true, you should have personal experience with God. So you can be 100% sure when you have a personal experience with God. Nobody can tell to me that God is alive. Nobody can tell to me that God is not living. I will not believe if anybody says that, because I have hundreds of proofs with me. I have hundreds of experiences with me which are a proof to me that God is living. So I also shared with you some of the examples. I even tested God. I even tried God. I checked God, whether God is living or it's a fake story. So I tested God, and God proved that He is living. God proved He is living. So nobody can make me believe that God is not living. Nobody can make me believe that a God story is a lie or a imaginary fantasy. Right? So I believe it is 100% true because I have personal experience with God. So to know God, you need to have personal experience with God. Right? You need to have a personal encounter with God. Is it possible? Is it possible? It is not imaginary, it is real. If we say our God is real, then our relationship with our God should be real. Amen. If we say our God is living, our relationship should be living, and we should have a living experiences. If it is an imaginary story, then our relationship can be an imaginary story. But if God is living, we should really have the real experiences with God. As God is real, we can 100% have real experiences with God. So if you're ready to have experiences with God, if you're ready to meet God, God is ready to meet you. God is ready to prove you that He is living. Some people say like this: if God is living, then let Him come and appear to me, then I'll believe God. Right? So is it necessity for God or is it necessity for you? God needs you or you need God. God is perfect even without you. God is complete even without you. But you are nothing without God. You cannot do anything without God. So you need God. If you want to meet God, you have to go with the rules that God is telling. When you go to God according to the rules that He is speaking, then you can really experience in Him. Then you can really experience Him in your lives. If you are really ready to meet God, God is also really ready to meet you. The story of God is not an imaginary story. The story of God is a real story. And you can understand it as a real story only when you have personal experience with Him. And as we are speaking, the personal experiences are not permanent. If you feel the experience today, tomorrow you can doubt your experience. So the relationship with God should be ongoing relationship. The experiences with God should be ongoing experiences. So every day you have to get an experience with God. You cannot live on an experience which you had with God 10 years before.